Alright, hello. First of all, in this video, I just want to say I'm sorry for the layoff between uploads. My laptop was broken. I've got a new laptop now, so it should be running even smoother. And I just want to say, yeah, the last time I made a video, I think, was just before I missed everything after UFC Shanghai, which was missions ago, but I've been doing alright on picks. I did terrible for picks on the Vancouver card, but let's get into picks on this card. Right, so tomorrow is UFC 321, Cyril Gane versus Tom Aspinall. I don't know why I said his name first, but I'm going to go through the picks for the main card, and these are who I have. So the first fight on the main card is Alexander Rakic versus Asmat Murzakanov. I'm going to go with Alexander Rakic. Now, I think he's an underdog. Very close odds, but Rakic is seeming to be the underdog. Like, a slight amount. Rakic, I believe, is... It's hard because I do still think Rakic has a chin. And I'm actually not sure if Murzakanov can put him away. But I think Rakic's low kicks will be money. I think it'll scare Murzakanov from coming in. And obviously the reach. I think Rakic is going to play a slow game. I think he's going to have his low kicks, which are so good, like genuinely best low kicks. Like so close to being the best. They're so nice. And against a shorter, stockier opponent, and Asmat Murzakanov, I think it will be money because he can low kick from outside range. Murzakanov can't punish him for it. And Rakic is so good at keeping range. And I can see in the first round with Yeri, Rakic looked amazing, and I can see him doing the same thing to Murzakanov. Yeri was coming in, and Rakic was like going against the cage and circling out, but he was going right up against the cage and circling out. But I don't know if he's still that good. Obviously, that was the start of last year, UFC 300. And then Rakic had that performance getting Ankalaev, which was really close, but again, he leaves it really close. But I do think if it's going to go to decision, it's going to go to Rakic. That could age horribly. But I don't see Murzakanov putting him out. Oh, I do. But like, I don't know. I'm just not sure he can. Like, he does do well against opponents that are taller than him. Like, he kind of has to because he's 5'10". Rakic is 6'4", and look at that reach. Rakic has a near 7-inch reach advantage on Murzakanov. I think that's going to be good, especially for how Rakic fights. So, I've got Rakic. I can't see Rakic getting a finish, so I've got Rakic by decision. However, I really do see Murzakanov getting a finish. I see him landing a 1-2 after Rakic has gone for a low kick and Murzakanov's ran in. Murzakanov could check the kicks as well. That could be a big issue for Rakic, obviously. His game plan has to be kicks from range here. Use his range. If he's just wading on the inside against a smaller opponent, then that's just retarded. So I do think Rakic will get the win by unanimous decision. Alright, so next up on the card is Alexander Volkov versus Jailton Almeida. Now, Dana White said he'd treat him well. I don't know about this, but it is a winnable fight for Volkov, and it is probably a title eliminator. Yeah, definitely. Don't know what I'm saying, but for this fight, holy shit, Jailton Almeida's arms are long. I've actually not looked at the reach yet. I've got Alexander Volkov. I could see... I've probably got him by decision. I could see maybe a knee when Jailton goes for the takedown. But I don't think he'll get many takedowns. And even if he does, I think Volkov can get up. And also, I don't think he wants to get up. I think Volkov can do a lot from bottom position. I think in the Cyril Gane fight, we've seen a lot of Volkov, like, yeah, he got taken down sometimes. He went for takedowns on Gan. But even if he was on the bottom, he was winning. And I think that's why that fight was such a robbery, because they just seen him on bottom sometimes and scored Gan control time, which wasn't true necessarily. Because, yeah, he was getting control time, but Volkov was throwing up submissions from bottom. And he was trying to get guillotines. He had that guillotine locked in second round. Gan had won the first round, to be fair, but I think Volkov, even if he gets taken down, I think he can work positions, and I think he can get to the cage and get back up. I think he can get back up if he wants to. And I think he can stuff it if he wants to. And I could see a knee up the middle from Volkov. And I could see him putting Jelton Almeida on skates, because it was a jab from Curtis Blades that wobbled Jelton Almeida. And I think, like, I don't know. Alexander Volkov's just, obviously he has the height advantage. I think it's going to be hard to get takedowns on someone, what's that? Oh god. Yeah, 4 inches taller than you. My bad. I think that's going to be hard for Jelton Almeida. And I think Volkov just plays like the outside game he was playing with Gan. If he landed the spinning back fist he landed on Gan, on Jelton Almeida, I think Jelton Almeida goes down and like gets finished by ground and pound. I'm just saying, because I don't know how Gan took that spinning back fist. I was watching that fight back the other day. So I've got, wow, I'll talk about Jelton Almeida, I guess. He's boring though. He's just gonna try. I think he's gonna try get a submission or get a finish, like a statement-making performance. But I just don't see it. I don't see him being able to do that to Alexander Volkov, who I think he's like, I think if he actually got the win over Gan, he would be top 10 heavyweights of all time. And I think he did win. Like, I think Volkov is really good. And if he looks like he did against Gan, I think he's winning the fight. He looked perfect against Gan. Obviously, we don't know how he looks now. That's what, 10 months ago nearly. So yeah, we'll see. But I've got Alexander Volkov by unanimous decision. And the next fight up on the card, the featured fight, Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Batista. Now, I want to check the odds first. Well, Umar's a massive favourite, and I'm gonna pick Umar I'm gonna pick him by decision. I don't see him beating Mario Batista. Fuck me. I don't see him finishing Mario Batista. I don't see him getting a submission, and I don't see him getting a knockout, really. Like, I think Mario Batista's too elusive. I think Mario Batista's going to be playing a game on the back foot. He only really walked forward against Patchy Mix, and that's Patchy Mix, like. And his only other claim to fame is fucking beating Damon Blackshear, who got beaten by Davy Grant. I think at the Abu Dhabi card. I'm pretty sure Davy Grant won that fight. So, like, Mario Batista, I don't know. I just don't like his record. I don't think what he's been doing is that outstanding. I think his striking looks really slick, but I think Umar will get takedowns, and I don't see Mario Batista standing up or getting a submission off bottom or progressing possession to a place where he's like safe, kind of. Like, I can see Umar getting him in some really, really dominant positions. I think this is what Umar's good at. He mixes in the punches with the takedowns. His striking's better than Khabib's. Like, I know that's quite obvious, but he's been mixing it both together, and he did have really close decision against Merab. I think Merab, like, 49-46 is Mario Batista. Like, at the very, like, at Mario Batista's very best. I think Umar has this one done pretty comfortably, and I think if he wants a title shot, I think he either needs a knockout or a submission, like a dominant performance in this, or he needs a he needs another fight after this, because I don't think Mario Batista's doing it. Pachymek just got made even worse. He just had one of his fights turned over because of a positive test, so if that's all this is, and Mario Batista did look good against him, but if that's his only, like, pretty much his only top level win because Aldo wasn't a win, then I'm not really counting it. So I've got Umar Nurmagomedov by unanimous decision, 30-27. Next on the card we have the women's strawweight vacant title fight of Virna Jandiroba versus Mackenzie Dern. This fight's going to be boring. I think it might slow the momentum. I think if Umar gets a knockout or Mario Batista gets an upset, then this is just going to slow the card right down. I don't think this has a chance of being entertaining, really. I think Virna Jandiroba is going to win by a very close decision. I think it's going to be a split decision. I want to look at the odds as well, yeah. So Mackenzie Dern's the favourite on the odds. I see Virna Jandiroba being able to manipulate Mackenzie Dern's position more than Mackenzie Dern can her. I think Virna Jandiroba is going to have some trips here. I think she's going to hold her up against the cage a bit. But I also prefer Virna Jandiroba's striking to Mackenzie Dern. That might be, like, dumb to say, but I don't know. I think Virna Jandiroba has a lot more slick and, like, tappy sort of, like, striking. I've been watching back some of her fights, and she looked really good at, was it 314? 314, she beat, I don't want to sound dumb here. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, I had to check that because I must have fucking purged out my mind. She beat Yang Jiaonan at 314. That's who it was, and I think Yang Jiaonan is top level. She obviously looked really good against Zhang Weili, like, and Mackenzie Dern's obviously lost to Yang Jiaonan. Like, I can't remember the fight at UFC 314. I should have rewatched it, but Virna Jandiroba getting that decision just sways me. Like, it was a close fight with her and Zhang Weili. She did get nearly submitted and nearly TKO'd, but she looked good. Like, looking good against Zhang Weili is an amazing thing. That's aged really well. And obviously Virna Jandiroba has the win against Amanda Lemos with the, what was the submission, man? An armbar, I think. I could be wrong. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. And Mackenzie Dern's not beat Amanda Lemos. She lost to Amanda Lemos. And I just think Virna Jandiroba is a much better fighter. I'm not sure how Dern is up this high. And it's crazy to say that, but she's the favourite. Dern is the favourite. And I'm not sure how. I think Virna Jandiroba is really good. Like, top level. I think she wins the fight wherever it goes. I do think it's close. And I could see Dern maybe dropping her, because we've seen Dern drop someone with that overhand right before. I can't remember who that was, but I think Virna Jandiroba is going to get this done in a stinker, in a horrible performance. I think it's going to be boring as fuck, but I think she's going to get it done by maybe split decision, honestly, but I'm going to say unanimous decision. I'm going to say a couple judges have it 4-1 to Virna Jandiroba, and one judge has it 3-2. So that's my pick for that. Virna Jandiroba's champ. I'd actually rather that than Mackenzie Dern. I don't care. She's more of a fighter. She's just more of a fighter. Mackenzie Dern's just like an influencer at this point. Like, but I could see her winning as well. It's a close fight, but yeah, I chatted a load of nonsense in that prediction, but. To the main event, we've got Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane for the heavyweight undisputed title this time, of course, because John Jones is a duck and he retired. So we've got Now, my prediction for this is obviously Tom Aspinall. I think submission in round one. I've seen a lot of people say that. I was thinking earlier, I was like, what am I going to say my prediction as? Because I don't want to just say that because everyone's saying it. But that's just like the right answer. I could make up some dumb shit like Cyril Gane split decision or Cyril Gane by flying knee. But like, I don't know. I'm just going to go with what I think. And if it's what everyone else thinks, then I don't really care. I think he's a Tom Aspinall must be a fucking... He's not even that big a favourite. But let's talk about the fight. I think let's talk about Cyril Gane, because I think his fight with Volkov, I think it was a robbery, obviously, but I was watching it back, it was it was a really close fight. Like, when I watched it, I was like, oh, it was domination by Volkov. It was a really close fight. It was obviously Volkov, but it was a close fight. And I do think, because, Tom Aspinall beat Volkov in 1 minute. So even if Cyril Gane beat Volkov, and it was like a real, like, it wasn't a robbery, right? Even if he actually won the fight, it still took him 3 rounds to do what Aspinall did in 1 minute. Like, that just makes me worry for Gane. Well, not worry, because I want him to lose, but do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say here? Like, I think Cyril Gane, I think Tom Aspinall flatlines Tai Tuivasa, even in his prime, in a round. Like, the fact that Cyril Gane took 3 rounds to beat him and got dropped. Cyril Gane backed up with his chin up and got dropped by a 1-2 from Tai Tuivasa and made it a war. Like, I think Tom Aspinall beats him in 30 seconds. I do like Cyril Gane's striking, and I think he's gonna play well on the back foot. I think Cyril Gane's gonna go on the back foot and look for check hooks, leg kicks. But against Volkov, his leg kicks look tappy, like. But I've Cyril Gane, fucking hell. I've Tom Aspinall by submission round 1. I can see him. Gane's wrestling isn't that bad, but I think Tom will be able to take him down. I think Tom's just going to play it safe. There's no point striking with Gane. But he has to win in the first round, because obviously John Jones is going to go mental on Twitter if he doesn't, or even if he loses. But Gane's also got a better reach. I hadn't looked at that, but that doesn't, like, that shouldn't play into the fight too much because of Tom Aspinall's ability to blitz in as fast as he can. I don't think the reach advantage from Gane will be that monumental. So I have Tom Aspinall submission round 1. I'm not sure what submission. I think he could win any way he wants. He's got a really good straight arm lock. MMA Guru said he's going to get a Kimura. I'm not going to copy his pick. But I could see that. I could see any sort of submission. I think if he wobbles Gane, I think he won't want to risk it. I think he will go in for a submission. I think it'll take a bit longer than other times. I think Tom Aspinall gets it done in 2 minutes. I think he submits Cyril Gane. And even if it leaves the first round, right? That's a big if. Even if it leaves the first round, I could see Tom Aspinall dominating the whole fight. I really could. Even if it were to go to decision, I think I could see Tom Aspinall getting more patient as the rounds go. Like the opposite of Petr Yan. Like, slowing down as the rounds go. Well, obviously, because you're going to get fucking tired. But, I mean, getting less busy as the rounds go. Like, Petr Yan takes the first round to, like, download their moves. Tom Aspinall's going to do that, but, like, reversed. Like, the last 3, he's going to chill a bit. And the first 2, he's going to really look for that knockout. I don't care if he gets it by decision. A lot of people say, like, he has to win in the first round. He really doesn't. If he wins by decision, that's honestly better, because then we've seen a bit more of Tom Aspinall. But I'm really excited for this fight. If Gane wins, I don't know. Like, it would just be a sad day for everyone. But if you want him to win, fair enough. He seems like a good guy. I think Big Tom's got this. So they're my predictions for UFC 321. Obviously, with my new laptop, I should be back making videos a lot more often now. I'm sorry for the long layoff. But yeah, and then next we've got the two fucking shittest Apex cards, so I'm excited to recap those. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy watching this card, and I hope you